Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. I'm CHELDIN BARLATT RUMER, and this is it. I'm excited that it is Friday. Usually, it's not really much of a big deal, but I've been churning this week, and so I'm going to enjoy this Friday. I'm super excited that we made it this far. I hope all of you are doing well. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. This Is It Network connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections that we provide. I'm super excited to be here and continuing to do this. This is segment number 305, which is crazy in and of itself. And it's a beautiful Friday morning here on the East Coast. I hope all of you are doing well. Today's morning message, and each and every day I provide them Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern in order for you to be inspired, but of course, to stay motivated. And so I do this a lot for myself and a lot for you guys too. And it seems to be helpful. Again, 300 segments later, the hope is that, good morning, Lisa, happy Friday. The hope is that you take something away from it. And so today I've been really reflecting and thinking about lessons learned, right? I have to be honest. It takes me a minute. It takes me a few burnt arms before I realize that the stove is hot. It is very much one of those situations for me. I need to be burnt a few times before I actually learn the lesson. I kind of play with fate and take those risks, and oftentimes when I shouldn't. It takes me a minute to realize, well, maybe that partnership isn't right, maybe that arrangement isn't right, maybe that client isn't right. It takes me a minute, right? A lot of that has to do with the fact that I have faith in a lot of things and I move forward with that faith, but not everything is meant for me, right? Not everything is meant for me, and there's so many things that I need to learn or disregard if they don't suit me. And so the lessons that I've learned are so much more important in a lot of ways than the experience. Hi, John, how you doing? Than the experiences. I have lived a long life, and all of you that follow, fan, and like me know me from different capacities of the space in which I have lived. Marketing, PR, events, now hosting and owning This Is It Network. And through all of those different experiences and different lives and different occupations, I have gotten lessons on what I should do, what I shouldn't do, who I should be working with, who I shouldn't be working with, what I need to learn more of, what I need to participate in less. And I think we forget about the lessons. We only move forward and we don't review the book, right? We don't go back and review our work before we turn it in, before we move forward. And what I'm encouraging us all to do in this moment on this Friday, as we get ourselves into a wonderful summer weekend, is to just evaluate the lessons of your life. What lessons have you learned? And are you continuously putting your hand on the fire as if you haven't learned anything? Scratching your head, oh, I know better. Or are you actually applying your lessons learned in order to getting closer to what it is that you want? I'm going to force myself continuously to check myself and ensure that I'm applying the lessons learned. And I have to be honest with you, it's not as if I learn something or know something to be true and then I act upon it. It takes me a minute. It does. It does. I am guilty of having to be told something multiple times or having to even convince myself that that is not the right direction. Sheldon, you're supposed to be going right, and you constantly go left until that last turn was the wrong turn. Do I learn? But that lesson that I've learned, what I've learned from those mistakes, what I often call the valley of life, right? We always celebrate the hills and we see those hills, right? I show up every morning, I put the lashes on, I comb the weave, and we see the hills. Sheldon's functioning. She's getting it done. She's showing up each and every day. The valleys, that's where the lessons are. The valleys, right? When you don't feel like getting it together, when you don't feel like showing up, when you don't feel like going to the meeting, when you don't feel as if everything that you have put together is everything in which you need. That is where the lessons live. And where the lessons live is where you begin to thrive. Good morning, Candy. Where those lessons live, that's where things begin to make sense. That's where you understand not only where you are going, but where you have been. Right? Where you have been. Good morning, Darby. We want to move forward. We do. We want to move forward, and I want you to keep your eye on the prize, but only, I don't need you to bring the valley with you, but the lessons, let's carry those. Let's make room in the bag and pack those up, because those will help us along the journey. Think of them as water bottles on the way on a long walk. Think of them as, that towel to pat your brow. Think about those tools, those lessons as something that you want to continue to pack on the journey. We're going to leave a lot of that nonsense behind, the negativity, the nastiness, the people, those antagonists within your story. We're going to leave them in the valley. But what I want you to take, I want you to pack up, I want you to understand, I want you to hold with pride and wear with honor is the lessons that you have learned. I want you to focus on those lessons. I want you to understand them and recognize them and know that those lessons are going to get you closer to what it is that you want. That's going to help you avoid all of the pitfalls and the reason you went to the valley in the first place. Now, that doesn't mean you ain't going to go back to the valley. That doesn't mean you're not going to revisit it again, but it does mean that you will be smarter the next time. It does mean that you will know more this time. It does mean that you will build better and you will become stronger. It does. But if you don't take the lessons with you, if you don't understand the lessons in which you have learned, if you have just combing through and pushing through without necessarily making it an understanding and, taking a look at everything that you've packed and done, you will continue to make the same mistakes. And this is from somebody who has made huge mistakes, somebody who has made repeated mistakes in the same area because I choose to let go of the lesson. I didn't even see it as a lesson. I just saw it as a mistake. I saw it as, oh my goodness, bad things happened to me, or this isn't working out. This wasn't meant to be. And I don't look at it as a learned lesson. I look at it as something that is disrupting me as opposed to something that is teaching me. And the lesson is so important. The lesson changes things. The lessons change the way you sit up and get ready to go after what you want as opposed to cowering and feeling awful about what you have done. Now, I'm not saying that I don't live without regrets, and I'm not saying that I have not made the same mistake twice. I'm just saying that I have to carry those lessons that I have learned with me in order to make what it is that I'm about to experience better. We can all do better because of what we have learned. We can all be better because of how we have lived. Those lessons learned in that valley, in that dark time, in that sad time, in that scary time will help us be less sad, less scary, and bring some light to some darkness. I know. Good morning, Joe. I know that so many of us, right, want to sit in that valley for way too long, want to take residence in that valley, collect mail in that valley, order in takeout in that valley. But I refuse for that to be the case. You visit, you gain your lessons, you pack them up, and you keep moving. It's just something you carry with you. The lessons that you have learned, knowing that you may make the same wrong turns, but you must each and every time take on a practice of collecting those lessons and applying them to the life in which you want to share the life in which you deserve. I'm CHELDIN BARLATT RUMER, and this is it. It is Friday, my darlings, and this is segment number 305. I've shown up 305 times to share a morning message in hopes that you are inspired and as well as staying motivated each and every day. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. I do that through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. On Monday the 28th, we're having an open house. Please register if you'd like to join us. It's completely free of charge. The more, the merrier. We're going to be sharing what we've got going on for the third quarter for This Is It Network and all of the benefits of being part of our Scream Your Dream community. So if you'd like to hang out with us, please join us on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll also give you an opportunity to ask me anything and for us to get to know each other and see how I can help in getting you closer to what it is that you want. The goal of all that I do is to ensure that you all find your voice, that you tell your story, that you no longer whisper your wishes, but you in fact scream your dream. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Take care.